well before 8 a.m. I think on the somewhere 22, 23 August, late August. And we're back in the park. We were not in the park yesterday. We took a day off, which I needed to. I had a busted tendon in my foot. So now I'm back in the pink. And we saw Old Faithful, and now we're at Midway Geyser, and it's supposed to have some really pretty colors and that sort of thing in the pool. This parking lot, in just a few hours, will be overflowed. They'll be out on the highway. Yeah, the way this works is just like Disney World and anywhere else. You need to get your ass up early and come on out. Otherwise, you're not going to see stuff. It's that simple. So we're up at 6:30 this morning, driving by the hotel parking lots full of people who ain't even stirring. We're going to get this one in, and then there's another one just up the road from me. And then the masses and the throngs will come. But yeah, we're back in Yellowstone, and it's a gorgeous morning, 42 degrees. And it'll heat up pretty quickly to the mid 70s. But we're going to take that boardwalk, and we'll be back in a few. See ya. Hey guys, your old pal Brian again. We're at there again, Midway Geyser, and we're here to see the prismatic pools. I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough for the light refraction to be super good because the sun is still low on the horizon. But we're going to see the attraction anyway. Never get tired of looking at the geothermal. Hey, hey. This is dangerous ground. You can pause this and look at it on your own. We're going up top to see the prismatic spring. It's amazing. All right, back in a flash. Literally boiling hot water. And every now and then, once or twice a year, you'll get a news deal about where usually it's a white boy who's, you know, the park's open 24/7, who stayed in the night, got drunk, ran out and jumped into a hot pool of water and scalds himself to death. And they got to come out and pull the carcass out. This is interesting. These boardwalks are held in by their own weight. They do that intentionally without footers to allow for a shift in the water. They can just move everything. It's funny, the wind is changing direction. Alrighty. Getting up top now. Yeah, we drove by here the other day. I actually driven by here several times. And you can't get in. But you get your ass up early, which ain't that hard. And you got the place to yourself. Boiling water coming out of there. They got a plane here. Yeah, there's a big prismatic pool, and really you're not gonna see it the way you kind of want to, because the sun ain't high, and for the sun to be high, this place would be packed. back in a flash. I get you. It's crazy. That is a massive sink. Boiling water bad. What's it? Inviting. Yeah, I saw it. It's beautiful. I saw the blue on the way in. That's bison shit. It appears the bison don't care about this. What's weird is there's nothing for them to eat. So I don't know why they come in here, but who understands bison? Yeah, it's warm. Bison whimsy anyway. And we're walking through Excelsior's steam. More Excelsior information. Yeah, they muse out here about life beyond Earth because they're saying that in such unbelievably difficult conditions like this, unbelievable heat, that if microbes can live in this, then they might live on Venus or other places. Although Venus, the Soviets had dropped several probes on there and it's just barren rock. In the end, you gotta have water. As best we can tell. Without water, life doesn't exist. There again, as best we can tell. Look at that. Absolutely stark beauty. What wife says, stick a digit down there and see how warm it is. I'll pass. It's probably not that warm. It's probably nice and tepid because there's no steam rising off of it. It's like a crazy otherworld moonscape. Yeah, my foot's doing better, thank you. Yeah, that'd be a neat arty shot right there, particularly if you knelt down. We're coming up to the Grand Prismatic Spring, of which we would wish we were here earlier. It is later in the day. I don't know if you can see the colors there or not. That is like Bahamas blue there. If you're here later in the day, what you'd end up with is, well, we can try when we come back. What you'd see later on in the day is most of the steam would not be over it and the sun would be down on top of it. But you got to park out in Goofy to get out of here. Morning, morning. Stark beauty. That's probably going to do us for this. See ya. Absolutely gorgeous. I guess these are less warm prismatic springs. They're heading straight into the river. Need to look up where people get their dumbasses killed. It's probably here. The grass doesn't mind, does it? Bison scat everywhere. Everywhere there's bison scat grass. Huh? Uh-oh. I saw blue lights. Somebody got popped going through here. They had a place they gotta go. Just amazing. Turquoise pool. It'd probably be turquoise if we were here later in the day. Yeah, you see a little turquoise in the edge. Can you see that right there? They're real pretty in the middle of the day. Unfortunately, you'd have to put a skull and crossbones flag up here and indicate that it was under quarantine to get a damn parking spot. Or stay here all day. Too much other stuff to see. Just bubbling out there. Beautiful clear water. They're actually able to age the water, and over around Old Faithful, they said the snow melt water that seeps down and the ground comes back up is actually only a couple hundred years old. In Florida, we've seen water thousands of years old as it perks through. Get a little idea about how pretty it is out when the wind blows up. Alright, that's going to do it for Midway Spring area. Wife's nodding her head wrong. It's the turquoise pools and all that stuff. Alright, off to the next stop. See ya. Hey guys, Joe Brian. We're 22 miles from our last destination. Parking lot is only half full here. And we're heading towards the Steamboat Geyser. I can see why they call it the Steamboat Geyser already. It seems to be pouring out of there. There's a special smell of sulfur and funk here. It smells like an old running shoe. Is what it smells like. Norris Geyser Basin. They got pictures of children standing where they shouldn't be, and you know what the next step on that one is? Death. Wasn't that pretty? That's the colors we would have seen at the last one. Had the sun been up another hour or so. There again, this was a bonus trip, so we're trying to make the best of it. Emerald Spring. The secret is sulfur. They're pretty. I think I actually hear our next stop, which is beautiful. All right, back in a flash. Oh, we need to do that. We have 79 days left on the road. Beautiful, as they say about the moon, desolation. Yeah, portable boardwalks is what these are. And they trust in their construction so much that they'll move. They would probably call these Montana pines. We're actually in Montana. It's the dead of August and we got cool weather gear on. We just passed hippies. Hippies are everywhere. Back to the west. I hear steam or water. Yep. Is that or a highway?
Here's a highway.
No, I see steam in the distance, so right above them trees.
I think the steam makes some noise.
Well, sometimes it does.
And I would like to.
That's the highway.
I'd like to go there.
Yeah, let me shut the camera off. I'm afraid it's going to get to be a little like seeing cave dwellings after a while, and that after about the 15th cave dwelling, you're like, wow, a cave dwelling. Steamboat geyser, not geyser, but geyser. Goes up 300 feet. Unpredictable. Interesting though. Kills the hell out of everything around it. More later. See you. Just kill the hell out of everything. Because there wasn't anything there. It materialized one morning. So those are young trees that died. Who knows how long ago, but there's your very prepared hikers. They look like they may be geyser watchers. Park volunteers. Cistern Spring. Another beautiful blue spring with plant deadly runoff. Wife says, why did them trees even grow here? Well, they grew here before the spring was here. And who knows how old they are. But these springs materialize and then dematerialize over time, just like a freshwater spring does back home. See ya. Yet even more hot springs. Wonder if that's hot. The Echimus acidic geyser. Echinus. Frankly, it looks a little acidic. Or is that acerbic? I'm going to decline to climb up there and stare at it because I'm working on a lame foot. See ya. Wifey's going up. She's intrepid. Tough as nails. Interesting that the trees do tolerate it. The one's not directly in its path. The word is that these things boil off silica, and the trees will do an uptake of the silica and basically cause themselves to become pillars of stone. So the ones that don't make it are the ones that did an uptake of the runoff of the boils. The ones that did make it aren't getting direct runoff. Its own stark beauty. See ya. Heading to Porcelain Basin. Still nursing a busted wheel. Well, there you have it. A beautiful plain. Should I? Is the question. I don't know. Let's go with that. You are reaching a point where it's same old versus damage. Yeah. Just take it easy. So straight. Beautiful emerald pools. Literally like a moonscape. See ya. We're down in the basin. It's beautiful. Steam vents over there, 260 degrees. Throw a log out there where the sign says don't go out there. That's the constant geyser. Doesn't look very constant to me. That's awesome. Where are they getting?
Yeah, you colors are high enough to get the colors.
Yeah. I'm suspecting the living thermometer deal discusses the difference between the color and algae and the temperature. The darker the algae, the hotter the air, and the hotter the temperature. Salsa? The guns come out here. Oh, they're going to fly a plane here, so I can see it. Brown plane in the distance. So he probably walks right between. You probably see bison hoof prints. Back in a few. Just sitting back in the rig, you know. So that's the exit on the far west side. There's a big old pond of springs. They're boiling. Back on the other side. Yeah, the wife and I were commenting that, or like you say, maybe once, I don't know. They'd probably jump right over this. But, you know, it's bison poop. But we're getting to the point where it's a little embarrassing to say, but I'm going to say it, that we're geysered out. And it's neat. If you had all the time in the world, you just like come here and stare at them.
You're actually seeing geysers too.
But much like going to see cliff dwellings, you're after about the 1000th steam vent, you're like, eh. Yeah, that was a joke about going to the Grand Canyon, standing at the edge of it, and you're like, oh my God, God's beauty, so beautiful. Tear falls from your eye like the litter Indian from the 70s, and next thing you know, about 7 minutes later, you're looking at your watch and you're like, want to get lunch? It's funny how jaded we are or we become. Ooh, this thing cost a fortune. You know, they get the wood free, but still. So yeah, kind of geothermaled out here. Just amazing. It is amazing. See ya. The worst zoom on the planet. We're at Mammoth Hot Springs, and we're on the boardwalk hike. Place is crowded. What's interesting is this is basically off season, and I can't even imagine how god awful it is during the on season. There's not enough parking now, let alone on season. My wife is tired of people walking down the middle of the walkway, so she's elbowing people. She explained the hot girl walking phenomenon to me this morning I wasn't aware of. And that's, if you're a hot chick, you're entitled. You just walk down the middle of the road because everybody will get out of the way. You're away because you're hot. I had no idea that existed. I thought people were just stupid. Fascinating behavior. So we're doodling up to the hot springs, and I parked near a grill and a restaurant. We'll just call it the $35 hamburger. So we'll see how that goes when we get back. Yeah, it's an hour and 20. Big Daddy likes to eat at very specific times. Oh, I know you were looking at it, but here's the problem. It's all about putting. So if we would have ate, we got over right about here, just right here. Pardon me. And would have had to go to the head. Yeah. I have no idea. Crazy. I guess you get up to the hot spring and that's it. You can stare at it and go, oh, it's a hot spring. It really is.
So if you came here as a child and you came today, it looks totally different.
Gotcha. There's a great beauty to being tall. You can get the camera above everybody.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, it is lovely. So they had a military installation here to protect the park back in the O's. Now it looks like many of the barracks are private residences. See ya.